All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. So that's a thing. That's a lovely thing. Spent all that time testing last night when I got home just to make sure everything was good. Just in time for everything to kind of shit the bed here when I got to go live at 8. I don't even know who's here anymore. Oh, God. Oh. This is terrible. I hope it linked up. It should have picked back up where we were. Let's see if we can get this game up and running here. This is ridiculous. Hey, there we go. Hey, Richard. We are working on the technical difficulties. Because yes, this is awesome. Let's get some tunes going here while we wait. If that's even going to work. Oh, it might be working. I certainly can't hear anything. What's going on here? Well, that says you guys got audio. And let's go right to here. Hey, we can hear. Things are good. So I can't hear, but you guys can hear. Okay, that's good. Thanks, Richard. Hey, Christian. Hey, Sylvan with 500. Excited to see you grow. Thank you very much. Actually, it's everybody else's support that's been making it a thing. Push the red button, can hear you fine. Hey, there we go. Hey, welcome in, Knox. Welcome in, Charles. I'll make it work. I will make it work. As long as you guys can hear, that's all that really matters. I can sit here and make noises in my head, like pew pew noises and everything else like that, and that'd be just fine. Actually, I wonder. Oh yeah, everything works a whole lot better when you actually plug in your headphones. God, I hate touching my setup. I hate touching it so bad. I actually had to move the PC. I actually had to tear apart the AIO. It had the death tick to it, so that it had to come out and get repaired. So we're running the good old-fashioned air cooler in there now, and she works so much better. It's so quiet. So very quiet compared to the death tick. Oh, getting old. Yes, I am. And in the words of Abe Simpson, one day it'll happen to you. We could only wish to be so lucky. Yeah. No, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Welcome to Solaris and Shop Saturday. This is going to be more or less just a test just to see how things are going for stream-wise. Because the last time we actually tried to run streams, we had a little bit of an issue where we drove for maybe like an hour and a half, and then everything would just stop, just shit the bed, and that was it. So hopefully we got our settings adjusted Class of 64. Oh, you got me beat. You got me beat. One day it's gonna happen to me. Oh god. No. So yeah, like we've tried streaming in the past with War Tales. It went pretty good, except for the fact where the streams would just randomly cut out. So we're trying a new different time. There's not much I can really do for my ISP. Unfortunately, I've already looked into that one to see about trying to get it fixed. The only way that's going to actually happen is if I get my own place. That's not going to happen anytime soon. So we'll just make it work, and we'll keep the belly aching to a minimum. So what's the plan for today? Well, today is just going to be a sit back, relax, put your feet up, have kind of a nice little thing going on here with some BattleTech while you're having your breakfast, morning coffee, or your morning smoke, whatever it is. Just to kind of sit back, relax, and we'll do a couple missions. It's all fun and games until someone brings a hip. Hey, it's all shits and giggles till somebody giggles and shits, right? So. Yeah. Yep. So we're going to be spending some time on Solaris today. There's some things I got planned. We want to try and get neural links and pain shunts if we possibly can, because that is going to be the next upgrade for the units that we currently running. We're going to be running, I'm looking for DNIs and EI units, get those installed, because that'll be the next level for the machines that we're running. So that way we get the accuracy bonuses, we can actually move some of the equipment off the machines and into storage, you know, for backups, just in case we need it later. But the EIs and DNIs are going to be what we're going to be going for next, as well as the Nova C groups. But that's going to be something that we're going to have to grind for. But for the pain shunts and the neural shunts, we can get these at Solaris. The other thing we're working on too is getting the Lance tweaked. There have been some issues where our damage has not been up to par to where we really want it to be as we've been progressing. It's that power creep issue. You know, we get a mech or two that runs great for a little while, and we can run it, and it's just purring along. And replace pilots got dead too. Yeah, that's also a very important thing. We've had some casualties. But to try and get our finances back up, so we can actually spend the time, spend the money, and get the gear tweaked, and get the machines up and running. Will you post this as the next BattleTech episode later? No, this is going to be today's episode. The next BattleTech episode will be a continuation of whatever we get done today for Sunday. So it'll be a carry on for everything else that goes on. The reason behind that one is, well, it's on YouTube. It's under YouTube Live. I'll make a call back to that, so that way if anyone wants to, kind of see what we did, they can always go back and check out the live VOD, I guess is the word for it, and have a look at that and see all the tweaks we made, and have be part of the conversation anyways for the back and forth that we're going to be going through for a lot of the changes we're going to be making to the Lance. So there was a thought that I was going to move this to Sunday, but it's probably better if we just leave it for today. And then if anyone checks out the channel, they can access the VOD. It'll be going right up as soon as the stream is done anyways. So that'll be something that a lot of people can actually access. And they get a video for Saturday, which is kind of nice. It's something that I've been thinking about doing the last little bit. I know Saturday was always going to be my day. Like my day to sit back, relax, get things done, because I was working and doing university at the same time. It was just going to be my day just to sit back and just do things. Well, one of those things isn't actually a thing anymore. And the other thing doesn't pick up again until January. So, and the way that's going to work is it's going to be isolated courses for all of January. So I have like 1 or 2 days a week for those courses, and that's it. There's no homework, there's no studying, nothing like that. So it should be, hopefully, anyways, Saturday is going to be something that we can sit back and relax and have a stream on and just have fun. Is it always going to be BattleTech? Probably not. There's a lot of games out there that I would love to sit down and have interactions with with the community on for a little back and forth, you know, just to have fun with. Even Shipbreaker, or those wonderful games that you sit back, relax, like Power Wash Simulator, stuff like that, or Space Trucker, where you just sit back, enjoy the time, relax, and just play games. Just have fun. So, without much ado, we're about 10 minutes in now, ladies and gentlemen, and we haven't really done much aside from just talk and see what's going on, which is not a bad thing, but I know a lot of people are here to see exactly what's going on. So, as of right now, we actually have the Mark II 7 currently being assembled. Just to give you guys a little bit of heads up, it's only 11 days out, so it's not too far out, but we'll have a look at it once it's done. Just to show you what I thought would go ahead and kind of be a thing that might work out. Love Shipbreaker. It's like Zen gardening for me. Exactly. Something just to sit back, relax. No high stakes, no nothing. It's just, we're just here to have fun, you know, BS amongst ourselves and just kind of enjoy each other's company, right? So, but yeah, that's kind of what I would think a Saturday stream would probably be, is just something just to sit back, relax, and enjoy. So before we get too far into it,
welcome to the grease.
Let's have us a look around the mech bay here. So we do know the Legend Killer is an absolute unit. This thing can hit a tick on an Atlas's face from 1,000 yards out. This thing's amazing. It's very fragile. That's about the only downside to the Legend Killer. Would I replace the Legend Killer? I've been talking back and forth because it is a 70 tonner. And we're kind of getting to the point where, you know, having 70 tonners, 75 tonners, kind of pushing that envelope where what we're going to be going up against is going to rip us apart unless we either have evasion, stealth, or armor to tank it, right? Well, it is called the Legend Killer, exactly. This thing is a boss. This thing is a monster. If we get it flanking onto somebody, it's just going to rip them apart. The only viable replacement, as far as I'm concerned, for the Legend Killer would be a Legend Killer 2. And that's a 90-ton upgrade. So, have we run across any of those? Not yet. Paul Lewis, my most consistent damage tonnage is definitely a Black Knight 2 with Avenger Rifle, ATM 12, 2 Clan LRM, 15s with high evasion. Competes with all 100 tonners. Nice. I don't think we've run across an Avenger Rifle, have we? I don't think we have. Yeah, I'll have to see if we can find one. But yeah, so for the Rifleman, an awesome, that being said, speaking on awesomes, where's our Regent? All right, we didn't have the parts. We had a Mauler. A Mauler we could assemble. Yeah. A Lady Killer with 6 Clan AC5s. Snyder Scout Squad. Oh, Atlas Mechs are the only way to go. No, you need that Cyclops for scouting. You gotta have that point man for the rest of the squad. So yeah, the Mauler does have the ballistic hard points. So it's got 4 ballistics, 2 energy, 2 missile, and 1 support. So it's not saying that we can't run a Mauler. It's just saying that the Mauler doesn't really have a whole lot for affinities, which is kind of, it's one of those things where we kind of, if we're going to be getting into the 90 to the 100 tons, this is going to be like the long haul kind of setup. This is what we're going to be kind of getting into when it comes down to finalizing, until we get to the point where we can start doing super heavy runs. But the affinities for the Mauler, they end at 40. which is kind of terrible. Dreadnought's not bad. You know, minus 20 stability damage taken, 5+ damage resist is all right. It's not bad. The Fear Me, a 25% resolve gain. That's pretty darn good too. The only downside is that you need somebody who's going to be using offensive push or spamming their abilities as much as possible when you get your resolve gains, right? Smaller is kind of a big hunk of steel. Really impressed with the Pillager too. It's a 100-ton Victor. See, and Victors are one of those units that we've never really played with. They've been horrifying and terrifying to come across on the field if you leave them alone for too long, because they will rip you apart. But we've never actually built. Of course, we have our Alicorn. Everybody knows my stance on vehicles, though. Like the Alicorn itself, for a 95-ton, yeah, it's got 3 Gauss rifle, and we can swap those out for whatever we need, as long as the tonnage is the same or a little bit less. But for 300 frontal and 230 side, you're not really getting a whole lot for armor on a vehicle, especially on a tank, a slow tank. That's going to have to be tanking a lot of the hits it takes. And we all know how the AI treats my vehicles. It's been it's been entertaining to say the least. We do have a behemoth. And again, for a 100-tonner, this armor is garbage. Garbage armor. That won't last very long either. And of course, ideally, we still have our energy annihilator. There's always that possibility as well. Oh, Richard, thank you very much for the gift memberships. Do appreciate that. If you guys did get one, just don't forget to say thanks. Rich is the guy for it. Thank you very much. Threw me off my guard there. So, what was I talking about? Energy annihilators. Annihilators themselves, we all know, are horrifying to run across in the field. Energy annihilator is, yeah, you get 4 PPCs on it. You know, you're going to be super hot. You're certainly not running up on anybody, so you can't really do mediums. You do pulses, I guess, too, if you really wanted to. Yeah, but I think we'll save the parts more for the ballistic annihilator if we can get. Everybody knows a Rockzilla would be kind of nice to have. We happen to have a couple racks on board. But back to what we want to do with the Lance. There have been quite a few suggestions that have come in during the Christmas week, where I had to take some time off and sit back and get some videos out. But a lot of suggestions have been coming in about the Jags, and maybe if we need to either upgrade them or shelf them. Good old Orion, I have one with 4 Clan Mortar 6s and a Clan LRM 20. Mortar is good everywhere. It's my VTOL killer. We need more airburst. That was something I think I highlighted. And I can't remember if we actually fitted that out on our clan. No. Did we get the ammo for the airburst? We did get a bin of airburst. We do have one bin. Find a 5 red skull for Innisphere, rack up the bills, and go to clan space and farm only parts. BattleTech is great, personally don't do it for tabletop, SLDF the most. Yeah, you know, it's not a bad way of doing it. Actually, it's kind of how the progression should be. Like you beat the crap out of Innisphere for a bit, find enough parts where it's, you know, it's you get yourself a good running Lance, and then you start going for clan, because you want that sweet clan tech, and then you go to pirates because you want that cooling tech, and then you just kind of bully everyone else around. Eventually making your way down to Comstar to bully Comstar because they have all the sweet guppins that you can't find anywhere else. That's how that one goes. Yep. Yeah, Airburst is great against flyers. I'm not going to lie on that one. It is absolutely awesome against flyers. Absolutely awesome. We got one bin. That's all we got. And actually, you know what I should do right now? I should go to the mortar carrier, pull one of these guided bins out. Put that bloody bin in there anyway, so that way the next time we run it out, we actually have something we can use. And for $700 is not a bad change.
I'll let you know when that's done.
What else? So yeah, I was talking on the Jags. The G isn't bad, but the G runs SRMs, and this many SRMs, you have a really hard time arguing against the sheer amount of damage this thing can do. 390 damage just with 6 SRM, 6 clans. The weight to damage ratio of this clan SRMs is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. The B, the B has been kind of set up as kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. It's got mediums for any sort of side or flank or backstab. It's got your AP Gauss and your micro lasers for battle armor that may be on the field. And it's got a tag, right? So, yeah, I'll agree. I think the G is good. But the B is something we need to sit down and maybe have a look at here. Try those clan 6s on an Ajax with bombs. See, and that's the other thing too, is that we don't have a whole lot of, like, we have plenty of clan SRMs. And we got 12 of the bloody thing. What we don't have a lot of is clan ammunition. Then we got Inferno Clan. And that's about it. We do have a bunch of other choices, like if we wanted to go a little heavier with the IS or the Valiants, which might also be a possibility as well. But with like the number of SRM clans that we have, we don't have the ammunition to field more than one mech. So it kind of comes down to the point of how do we want to progress this? How do we want to make some changes up with this? And a lot of people have been saying too that the Ajax is a good unit. I'm just not fitting it out right and not using it, which is true. I'm not. One, it's a, and let me get this right. It is a lamb, not a VTOL. Because I know there's going to be people out there being mad. Which is fair. It is absolutely fair to be mad at me for calling this a VTOL when it's actually a lamb. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. So, in order to get this machine up and running, like he said, we don't have a whole lot of room. We don't have a whole lot of room at all. Like the tonnage restriction on a 55-ton land air mech is great. There's not really a whole lot we can really fit on this machine. So we kind of have to pick and choose. The lighter weapons obviously are going to be way better, especially if we get more of them with a high damage. So yes, SRM6 clan would be great for the Ajax. And I think, yep, having either daisy cutters or infernos as backup support for bombs would be also great. Those Jags should be replaced. You know, and that's the thing too, is that, like I mentioned at the start, we're getting to the point now where if we don't have specific circumstances that really help our lighter units, they're going to get wrecked. Like the good example would be the B running into the Atlas asshat. That thing completely devastated the B, and I'm not too sure if there would have been any other mech out there that could have maybe held up a little bit better, but the B doesn't have a whole lot of armor. So, hey, Rainmaker and Coyote Havoc, good morning. So are we getting money now? We are going to be getting money. We are going to be getting money. I promise you we are going to get money. Because we got big plans. We got big plans. My Ajax has 4 Clan 6s, Daisy Cutter, 4 AGM 10s, and 12 Phoenix missiles, and an AA missile, 300 core. See, that's it. The Daisy Cutter with the SRM 6s would be great, and then everything else you can fit into the bomb bays or the wing mounts, also good. And that's where a lot of the damage is going to come. Is going to be from your bomb bays or your wing mounted hard points, right? But again, you only have so many of those. You can see here, and then everything else is going to be filled out with whatever weapon you can get. And with a 55 tonner, you're very, very restricted unless you have that light gear. All right, so we had a little bit of an overview on what's going on here. We're not even going to talk about the supernova. That's just kind of, we're just going to put this right here. that's just, it's a thing, which unfortunately we pushed our luck on and got punished for it. But let's get into a mission here. We could do, is there any 4x4? Yes, there is. So here's the reason, for those who don't know, this is the reason why we're doing Solaris. If you do any other mission out there, RogueTech will jump you. They'll surprise you with extra lances and away you go. And they'll just completely devastate you sometimes if you come out there looking like you're running 4 units, something nice and light and fast, and they'll throw you like 6 lances at you just to ruin your day. In Solaris, if it says it's a 4v4, it's a 4v4. There is no surprise lance, no nothing like that. It's just this. The downside is there's no salvage. But, you know, it's straight cash, so it's not exactly a bad thing. Damn, I missed a lot. Well, you missed, Kurt, you didn't really miss too much. We had a little bit of, I guess we've been talking for, oh my God, we have been talking for a half hour. Okay, so, we went through some things that we were talking about. What you did miss at the very beginning was all of the audio issues that I was having that actually resulted in just me not having my headphones plugged in. So, if you want a good laugh, I think there's about, what, 5 minutes of the stream, first 5 minutes of the stream, where I am completely beside myself trying to figure out what's going on. So if you want to have a good laugh on that one, the VOD will be there. But what do we want to bring for our 4v4? What we can do is we have our Jags, Savage Wolf, and the Brawler Archer. This is actually not a bad setup. The Savage Wolf is another thing on the table that we really going to have to sit down and have a look at, because she's a good 75 tonner. She's not bringing the DPS that we want, but we'll run this one anyways. All right. So yeah, like that's the other thing on the table too. The Savage Wolf, the 2 Jaguars, the Brawler Archer has been amazing. It's a 70 tonner that has been punching way above its weight since we actually fine-tuned everything on it. Getting the FCS upgrades for it, getting the battle computers installed for it, and actually having those streaks fire damn near consistent has been really, really good. I think, what else could we do that would make that better? There's really not much else we could. Theoretically speaking, I think we got, like, the damage for that machine is there. It's there, it's perfect. It punches way above its weight. I don't think there's any complaints on that one whatsoever. Now, when it comes down to replacing mechs, and I think I mentioned this before, and just to highlight what people have said in chat already today about the mechs being, like the Jags, being something that gets swapped out. We might replace those with the Mad Cats. Did you check the store? I did not. Actually, I did not. That's entirely on me. Stepped up for coffee? Actually, that's a good idea. Initiated. I have a bloody pot right behind me here. We're going to do a mission here, and then I'm going to grab me a cup. Just check my Ajax's quad missile pod too. Oh, that's pretty good fit. An MML 20 for Brawler Archer. And MMLs are something that we've come across a couple times that we've never really invested in. which is, I'm going to say that is 100% user error, because the MMLs being able to fire either LRMs or SRMs is not a bad thing. We can't drop behind them, so we might as well drop on the plateau in front of them. All right, what are we looking at here? Corsair. Falconer. The Penetrator PTR 5D. And a Victor. Oh, we were just talking about the Victors. Oh, yes, that's good. That's good. So he's either got a Gauss or a Long Tom. Do I have an MMS 40? Oh, we have MRMs? We don't have MMLs.
What are your orders, Skipper?
This one might be a little problematic. Falconer's got a Gauss. That Penetrator, that is a lot of energy in a very hot map environment. And the Corsair is Corsair specific MRM 20s. Holy shit! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, well, Corsair's primary. That's a rack 20p. Oof. Oh no. Oh no. Nuh-uh. We gotta get right up his nose. The Corsair MRM 20s, those ones I can't recall. I think they might be. But between those missiles, this Corsair is a damage machine. Probably has tandem ammo too, more than likely. More than likely. Oh, don't need it. Because that rack 20p will just kill anything. Good God, how am I going to do this? Ooh. We didn't bring much for long range here, so no indirects. We can only sprint like madmen. There's a choke point here. Okay, Victor has an LBX AC-10 Proto. Uh-oh. Yeah, good mech. Shame you can't salvage it. This is the one downside of Solaris. You get to see all the fun, crazy stuff and then never be able to touch it. Yeah, I feels it in my bones. There is going to be an explosion here. Now, Corsair, what are you looking for armor? Oh God, he's actually got decent armor too. Oh no. Oh no. Pray for Mojo. Okay.
10-4.
Well, sitting here whining about it ain't making it go away anytime soon.
Orders. Holding off.
We are going to suffer. Idiots. Get down here.
Throttle full. Looking at it.
Cass, let's get your EI unit on. The bright side is we're going to have initiative over the Corsair.
Hauling ass.
We better have initiative over the Corsair. Yes, come closer. Okay.
Confirmed.
Can I get a good flank? Yes and no. And we're setting the Jags up to take a lot of damage here.
Roger, Skipper. Kicking it.
No resolve, no abilities. And kind of working on it.
Commander.
Kind of sort of working on it. Can't give him a boot either. We can get really close and hope that everybody else hits their friend in the back.
Good to go.
Yeah, that didn't change much, did it? Give me a head hit. Nope. Oh, yeah, there's a head hit. Okay, Falconer. You got a Gauss. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Whiff that one right over the cockpit.
Reporting.
Ejets. I'd love a flank, but we're not working on flanks right now.
Powerful. Looking at.
MRM 20 explosion. Another head hits. They now explode.
Systems holding.
Let's see what that proto does. It misses! Yay! Okay, where are we sitting at here? Oh, this should be a dead Corsair. Ultra 20. MRM ammo. And he does have case. Okay, so... yeah, it looks like the MRM 20s are not the leg variations. It looks like they're in the arms. It's also got a combat shield. What is this machine? And there's the rack on the other side. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
Is it a charge or a boot? That's a straight charge. We probably don't need to get too fancy. What are the chances of a stack pull? That is 7 evasion. And that is still saying it's a frontal attack, so we can actually get all the parts that are exposed.
On it.
That is true. There is ace pilot still, yeah. At that range, we didn't have a shot at that range, so it wouldn't have mattered. But if we can do this. Come on, baby, give me the boom. Oh, thank God.
Let's go.
Oh, thank God.
Ready to rock.
Okay. Next on the table, Gauss. Falconer. I do not like you, sir. You're Gauss in this arm? I can't tell. Have some SRMs. Falconer's open. Goose, are you in a position to... kinda, sorta... capitalize?
On my way. Double time.
Still can't tell what's where. Let's see if we get a leg on this one. Boom. That's a knock. And a kill. Hey. All right, Cass.
Receiving you.
What are you looking at here? That is a terrible hit chance. And the only one you got. All right, so we're definitely moving. We're also going to vigilance. Ooh. Can that Victor flank get in my back? I'm going to say he can't flank hard enough. I can get the penetrators back. Do you have twin AMS? Do you have triple AMS? I'm going to find out real quick here.
Solid connection on that one.
So yes, he did. Still combat effect.
Reporting. Throttle full. Booking it.
Archer, you're probably going to be the Victor's target because you got the least evasion. Give me the reds. Give me the boom. Kind of disappointed. Just enough to get in the back armor of the Wolf Prime, but not enough damage left to do anything about it, which is perfect. Victor, what do you got? Almost sniped the penetrator with that one.
Reporting.
Easy kill.
Put him in the ground.
Penetrator down.
That's a kill.
I just got a Victor left here.
Ready for or
Cast, no shots. This will be a little bit of a jog up a hill.
confirmed.
A little hot, but I think we'll be fine.
Roger that. Commander, I'm starting to cook.
Commander,
Goose, you got the tag. Get up there first.
on the move, full speed.
30 mil run? Unfortunately, it's only a 3.
Firing on target.
But I'm not going to say no to it.
Yup.
If we could end this without this guy landing a LBX AC-10 hit, it'd be pretty flawless. Can you... what is it? 63% hit chance. Offensive push is going to knock that down too far. I see reds. Ah, it's only the shoulder, though. He does get another turn. So who's going to eat the round? Oh! The B. Of course it's the B.
Yes, give them everything you've...
Reporting. Throttle full.
Clear shot, rounds out.
Put him in the ground.
Engine crit, no big booms. Lightning.
Skipper.
What are we looking at here? How about we grab a side and give him the boots?
I'm there.
Good hit. And that's a Victor.
Target.
Not bad. Not bad.
Mission successful.
Okay, so yeah, like that's kind of indicative of what Solaris is. You see the most horrifying weaponry out there, you can't touch it, unfortunately. And away you go, right? So we'll take 2.7 mil for a bank. Very little damage. A little bit on the B from that last shot. Center torso. Savage Wolf took some rear hits. Nothing too bad though. Probably just a couple days in the shop, which is all right by me. Now there is something I have done, is I did already buy a pain shunt operation. So we will be seeing exactly who's going to be getting that shortly, if it actually carried over. I'm not exactly too sure if it does. I just bought it real quick here and then shut everything down. Don't forget coffee. Coffee is very important. 64,000 in 3 days. All right. So let's see if this little bit of stuff actually works. Maybe. Is the audio? Can you? Maybe if it works. There we go. All right, we'll be back in a couple minutes here, just grabbing a hot cup. And squeak goes the boom arm, and away we go. Ah, chat's not showing up on my end screen here. One more thing to fix. There we go. We'll get that. We'll go this, that, the other thing. Earl Grey. I tried that. It's... I don't know. I guess I'm just not refined. Ah, Folgers. I love it. All right. So what do we got for repairs? Mortar carrier will just bump up that up top. Just that way it's out of the way. Two days. All right. So the pain shunt did not activate. That's a shame. That is a shame. And we got Quick Cell, Advanced Optics Mark II. We don't have any of that in stock. And that would be good on the Jag. Mace, Paint Shunt, Peel and Stick, Quick Cell. Probably not. We could do a couple of these.
New equipment available.
Just because there's an Ajax that wouldn't say no. And to have some additional choices probably wouldn't be a bad thing. Argo. Let's go one more day here, see if that paint shunt operation kicks in. 4 million. They changed the price on that? Oh. Yeah, we're not doing that at this time. 4 million Z-bills. Holy crap. I'll have to rethink that one. Yeah, exactly. That's a little bit of an oof. Play the Solaris games. So, actually, what is the Solaris games, if I remember correctly on this one? It's a series of, if I remember correctly. Oh, now there's neural implants. Look at that. This would... yeah, this would be a series of... It costs 4 million. Usually have one or two. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I always thought that there was an option to be cheaper, but for 4 mil, yeah, yikes! And that's not to take into account the chances too for medical issues, where it could be 30, 60, or 90 days before your pilot is actually available once the operation's done, and that's not including any complications. Like we've already seen a couple of those come in where people get injured and there's complications that come in, or prosthetics or other stuff like that they want to pay for. That gets very expensive. If your starting point is 4 mil, that's probably a no. That's probably one thing where you sit there and go, probably cycle through and hope for the one or two. Yeah. So the Solaris games itself is a series of games. I don't think we get to... Yeah. It can cost. Yeah. Can cost. So, when it comes down to it, I'm not spending 4 mil on it. And for 1,000 C-bills, just for a chance, it's easy enough just to cycle through until you get that $1 or $2 million cost, right? No need to spend 4 mil on it right now. And the neural implants appointment for the commander is something maybe we might look at. And what are the chances of that being 4 mil? Probably pretty high. Have a 2-month fun chest before playing the games when the game's prize is big. That I did know. I did know the prize for the Solaris games is pretty good. But yeah, having a couple extra months in the bank is actually really good. Good morning from Texas. Enjoying leftover turkey sandwich. Oh, get that gravy on there, bud. Get that gravy on there. You gotta have that moist layer on there. It's just delicious. Yeah, no, I'm getting it. Paul, I am getting it. It can cost $4 million. You won't know until after you pay for it. Oh.
This is a all-ship announcement. The Mech
So-
will be closing down for maintenance at 08.
Well, that's just silly.
You're not the commander or a member of the engineering.
Can cost upwards of $4 million, but it might not cost $4 million. Okay. And Merry Christmas to you as well, Pete. Happy holidays. And soon to be Happy New Year as well, too. So yeah, we'll hold off on the Solaris games. It always says $4 million. Okay. I'm also going to hold off on the implants as well. Just in case it does cost. Saving the gravy for the fries and cheese. Okay, that's fair. That's a good save. It's a dice roll after. Okay. I think heavy and assault vehicles have decent prices when sold. True. It also goes off how many hard points something has. Like an Omni was always going to sell far more. An Omni part is always going to sell far more than any other part you have in storage. If we were to, the same thing with when it comes down to vehicles, hover vehicles will sell for more than tracked vehicles will. Hiring hall? We can swing by the hiring hall. Son of a. Okay, so, Bryn, you actually don't have the implants. Ren should have implants, yes? Yeah.
I'm receiving
So we're gonna hire Ren.
New mech warriors available.
I'm surprised Bryn doesn't have the implants. Harrietted, you got nothing. Ugh. Out of here. Oriole, you got Brave. Good for you. And Rose, what do you got? Noble. Good for you. I don't know if Bryn is worth the buy. Missed Ren from the last playthrough. I think we did. I can't remember if it was the one before. No. I think we did have Ren. She didn't last long. Hey, Papa Gacy, good morning as well. Good morning from Central Illinois. Good morning from Central Alberta, Canada. It's a cold place up here. Nah, no implants, and that is the stated goal. Yeah, we want implants. We want to start getting our pilots implants. If we could find pilots with implants, that's even better. So yeah, that is correct. No Bryn. No Bryn. Stalkers 1 day. We got 2 days left in the month before rollover. Is there another 4x4? It's free-for-alls? This one kind of sucks, but it's 4v4v4. And one group is always a little bit later to the party than the other. If money's your thing, given your mech performance games are a great way to get a lot. Play a couple more contracts as money only to have a war chest for repairs. Absolutely. Hey, Endless, welcome in. You did indeed manage to make it for the stream. Welcome in. There's a whole lot of shop talk at the start, too, so there's something to watch just in case you want to check out the VOD afterwards. I think we will run a 4v4 free-for-all. 3.6 for this one. The best way to win a three-way fight is to show up late. That is true. That is true. Storm is pouring through BC right now to Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. I actually do have a sister who mentioned, like, she lives in BC, and she mentioned there was a pretty nasty one moving through last night. You guys must be getting the start of the end of that one. All right, let's rock a three-way. So is there anything I want to change on this current setup for the 4v4v4? Not really. That's a lie. And the Savage Wolf. Do you want to bring that up with anyone else? Not really, I think. Not exactly going to be facing battle armor, so I think we'll be fine. Brawler, Savage Wolf, the G-Jag, and the LK. Let's hit it. All we have, as long as we don't run into another Rack 20p, that's all I'm gonna say. Reminds me, I need to check the weather for Saskatoon or Saskatchewan. It's cold and flat. Getting the beginning of the beginning. Jackson Hole got a foot. Holy crap! Already. That's a good little storm then. Dang. Well, just enough to keep you nice and cozy inside, I guess, is the way to go. Coffee. Coffee. And probably windy. Yeah, that sounds like the Saskatchewan I know. Gone storm chasing in there before. It's a straight flat drive. What can I say? A lot of potholes though. A lot of potholes. Terrible. They got the worst potholes, the best potholes. I'm no Shane Gillis. Oh man. All right. Let's see what kind of nightmare we get.
Command interface initiated.
Dusk. Okay, so we got one group here. Next group should be landing there. What the? These guys widespread here for some odd reason? Remember a comment suggesting PPC capacitors on light PPCs. Any thought on that one? So what was that? That's a 25%, or it's 25 additional damage for, what was it? 33% more heat? So you take a 30 to a 55. And what's the heat? 15 for light PPC? It's not a bad idea. It's not like it's not a bad idea to switch those onto some light PPCs. The issue with the light PPCs is the damage drop off. So, like at the, I can't remember if it's the long. Starting at long range, they get a severe damage drop off. But at the same time, too, if you're already getting additional 25 damage on top, here let's get the drop going while I talk. Well, you're already getting an additional 25 damage on top of that. Then it's not really that bad. It's flat 15 heat extra. That's a good question. I would have to... We'll spend some time in the shop after this mission here and have a look at it. Got a Merlin Thunderbolt, Quick Draw, and a Guillotine. Let's have a look at you, you funny little... Oh, it's dark. It's dark. We can't have a look at you. Not a good look, anyways. Merlin, you're probably going to have LRMs. Thunderbolt, you're probably just going to be a mess of things. Quick Draw, probably SRMs.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Kind of a question on how we want to kind of approach it. Hardcover first.
10-4.
I'm here.
And we'll put every in hardcover and have them come to us. Thunderbolt's got machine guns, chem lasers, rockets. Oh, rockets. Body. I hate you already. And the Merlin is not the fit I thought it was going to be. It does have a PPC. Medium lasers, LRM 5. Guillotine. Energy build with SRM 6 at a PPC. Quick Draw. Quick Draw's actually got the LRMs on it. Well, they got a good missile layout, I guess. Yes, let's get a D and I on, or EI on. Blah 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 blah. What, like the snub nose with the capacitor added? Like, it sounds nice. I haven't really put too much thought on it, but it doesn't sound that bad. Here comes those LRMs, and AMS took care of that. Well, that was the Merlin in the back. So you with the rockets. Your turn 16.
Reporting.
Yep.
And I've got no offensive push to make you rethink your strategy.
Reporting.
Confirmed.
We're gonna eat some damage on this no matter what we do, I guess. Oh, what's your armor like? Decent enough. Decent enough. And that didn't crack nothing.
Reporting.
Well, let's get right up in his face and see what happens. Well, that happened. I'll take it. I will take it. Not even gonna argue. Not gonna say nothing.
That one just chipped the paint.
Waiting for orders.
And I set myself up for a side shot. There's a clean shot.
Location confirmed.
All right. Don't hit your friend in the back.
Yes, Commander.
Let me get a guillotine on this run. So flight sync, succession, more air, and mechs.
Now that is something good.
14. Quick draw. He's got SRMs, don't you? And 9. AMS took care of 9 of those suckers, so that's not bad.
Reporting.
Idjit. Give him a boot. Have him rethink his life. Good hit. Solid hit.
Put him in the ground.
Boom. Down goes the quick draw.
That's a kill.
Can you swing wide right? We can. The downside is there's going to be a second group right here. So we don't want to swing too far wide. Waiting for a mech that can mount at least one heavy Gauss. The amount of cluster weapons being used offends me. Hey, it works. It works. I get in the back of this guillotine. Oh, buddy, you got next to no armor.
I'm rolling. Here we go.
That's a miss, though. Oh, lightning. And not even a kill. Lightning. Lightning, lightning.
On that some bitch.
That was damage we should have been able to avoid.
Yes, Commander.
So the Merlin should not be able to get in the back of the Jag. Even though you missed and have 0 evasion now. Oh!
Scored a critical hit.
We just did the most damage to ourselves. That was disgusting.
Receiving you.
Disgusting.
Confirmed.
Now the downside is that drop has not happened yet.
Reporting.
Why has that drop not happened? Is it 3 turns? Oh. Must be. That's round 6 already.
Standing by.
None of this makes sense.
Copy that, Commander. 10-4.
Where are you running to, Merlin?
Show them what you... Yes, Commander.
Get back here.
Mech Warrior. Show them what you got.
Commander?
Okay, we're going to push up the rifleman. Just keep an eye on this side here, just in case.
Good to go.
Still no drop.
Affirmative, Commander.
Now, this is going to be a little hot, but that's all right.
Oh, hell yeah. It's on now. Keep an eye on my heat, Commander.
Idiots. You actually do have a shot here, Idiot.
Draw full. Looking at.
Good shot. Boom.
Put him in the ground.
Done and done.
That's a kill.
Okay, that is really weird that they waited until I took care of the first lance.
Ready. Position confirmed.
Yes, Commander. Affirmative.
There we go. There's the second lance coming in.
Confirmed.
Lightning, you need to cool down. Get into hard cover. Everybody kind of moving to hard cover here.
Moving.
Let's see what we got. That looks like a Black Knight. 6 NT energy build. Centurion, LBX AC-10, LRMs, Marauders AC-5, and a Battlemaster. All right. All with 12 evasion.
Skipper.
Hug the hard cover, let them come to us.
Reporting. Moving.
Waiting for orders. Copy that, Commander.
Uh-oh. Let's just say, uh-oh, the Savage Wolf was going to be caught out here, but nope, he's good. These guys seem to have the same idea we have. They're going to hang out in the mineral field.
Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
Got hard cover. We're going to reserve. Get the 3 out of the mineral field as well. Or they're just going to wander back and forth in there.
Reporting.
That is a long shot. I don't think we're going to have good hit chances. 70% at that range. Sense the only thing, not 30-20.
Weapons locked. Focus fire. Put them in the ground.
If you get hold of a Black Knight, don't want to use the melee weapon, keep hold of 1-ton melee weapons and shields. Replace them with it so it doesn't take your carry weight. We actually do... Whoa. There was... At one point earlier...
Commander?
We were trying to get our hands on a Black Knight. And the game just wouldn't let us have a fun. Vigilance, that one. Oh, is your leg open? It is.
Good to go.
Cass, this is kind of dangling you for a Centurion. See if these streaks can take out that leg. Vigilance.
I got.
That's a negative. PPC goes wide.
That one just chipped the paint.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Lightning has no shot on the Battlemaster. He's also got a very warm Black Knight in front of him. It's only 50-50 though. Warlord?
Put them in the ground.
Standing by.
Long shot. I would love this Battlemaster to be legged.
Mech warriors.
That works
Show 'em what
too.
you got.
Explosions are nice.
Ready to rock.
Run hard, Jag. Get those evasion numbers up. Kill that Battlemaster. I'll take the knock. And that's a dead Battlemaster.
Reporting. Throttle full. Looking at.
Idiots. Vigilance for you. Warlord as well.
Weapons locked.
Black Knight is open. Ow. Centurion.
That one just chipped the paint.
Considering Soul's experience with night fights is just not donating money to the Mech Texas scrapyard.
Waiting for orders.
It's the fun stuff. It's the fun stuff. You gotta have fun with what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. Dead Black Knight. Nope, but that's a knock. And yeah, that's a dead Black Knight. All right. All right, Marauder, what do you got? You got your AC-5, all your fancy stuff. Going for the Rifleman. And threw one of those PPCs in the dirt. Do they consider the Battlemaster's gun a handheld weapon? No. I don't think they do.
I'm receiving you. I.
No. There's no such thing as dumb questions.
Reporting.
Hey, there's that side shot I'm looking for. It's on the shield arm side, though, but... Cause enough damage, no shield will stop it.
That was. Commander. On it.
Yeah, it's just dogpile the Centurion. You just look and you click. Ah, nah, who does that? Come on. I don't even look when I click it. Oh, tell me we get in the backside. We do! Of the Marauder. Hello, buddy. Little warm, but that's okay. I already used my Warlord. Marauder down. Alright, Centurion, what are you doing? You gonna stand up and headshot somebody? That's usually how that stuff goes, right? Wow! The spread on that one. I have an unhealthy love of hand weapons and omni-mechs because free heatless damage.
Ready to rock.
There is nothing wrong with having an obsession with free damage. I'm gonna run hot.
Hell yeah.
Worth it. And that's a punch. Done and done. Poor Marauder. Hey, you know what? He showed up to fight. He knew what he was getting into. Just unfortunate for the Marauder that Lightning is a rabid Wolverine that loves hugging people to death with his SRMs. Right in the back, too. Dude's got a problem. So how he's sitting minor damage. Okay, so technically we didn't do the most damage to ourselves this time. Which is good. Technically speaking, we didn't do the most damage to ourselves that time. Oh, man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. It was the classic Marauder as well. You know what they say about classics? Better on the showroom floor. That's a lie. That's a lie. I know. I'd rather drive a classic than anything else. Damage is damage. There you go. 75,000 in 7 days. We'll take it. All right, 9 million on the board. Brawler's in for 5. Savage for 1. LK's for 2. Not bad. Not too bad.
Nice to see you down here in the hole.
Now, of course, what do we got for replacements? Both the LK and the Savage are sitting out. It doesn't really look like it's going to be much of a thing. Well, let's have us a look at the Moonwalker, shall we? Yee. She's a little busted up. Big money, no way. So, we don't have a core, we don't have an engine, we got nothing on this puppy. What was the old core? 305. We do have a 300 core. That gets you 3 and 5. But not exactly running up on people. And we do have 6 LBX AC5s in stock. Mortars. Unfortunately, we don't really have a whole mess of good mortars. I lied. I straight up lied. We have 4 mortar 8s. Only 192. One. Oh no, we got more. That's the other thing. Do we have enough ammo? We'd have enough ammo if I got rid of the mortar carrier.
You picking anything up out there?
Negative, XO. Census cleared.
And actually, on that note, she's got more Mortar 8 clans on it. So if I wanted to, oh, is this a good idea? Yeah, it's only 8,400.
Log and note. Shouldn't be too hard.
So if we wanted to, get that core button back on here. She ain't running nowhere. Oh yeah, it's only 2 hard points. Blah. It's not a good idea to mount anything, nothing but mortars on an unton mech, but it's fun. Oh, like, I mean, oh, I had do 4, too many. All right, well, I guess with we were to fit that. It's 5 tons apiece. Okay. And then if we were to do we use the 6s and 4s. Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of them. That's the thing. We got 2 4s and 1 6 clan. How does 2 mortar 4s compared to 1 mortar 8? So here's they're about the same. So the mortar 4s 2.5 tons, the mortar 8 is 5. Yes. And they're half damage of the mortar 8. So 2 mortar 4s is a mortar 8. So if I wanted to, I could do this, and then I could do that, and it'd all be clan. What are we sitting at for damage right now? 320 just in mortars alone. What's the range on this one? 900 meters. We would need more, wouldn't we, for ammunition? At least 8 bins. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
This is an all-ship announcement. Undeveloped section
Guided. I only got one air burst. 40 shots. Oh god, that would... One alpha would empty that entire bin. Forget the LBX, add clan 20 LRMs to keep it full indirect if needed. Can't. There's only one missile hardpoint. Mortars and AMS, enemy will go after it hard. Oh god, this is one bin per alpha strike for mortars. We would need... We would need through armor crits or immunity. Pull the LBXs. Get back in here. Mortars and heavy machine guns, anti-air and battle armor mech. Mortars are annoying because... Ammo, yes. Yeah, just on this set here alone, what we've got for mortars, this is a full bin, each alpha strike. So in reality, we need 10. Ooh, okay. More airburst. That's a good suggestion. If we find some, we'll get some. And that's why you add the clan LRM. Oh, good. I just saw the ammo warning and I was like, what? And all we need is 2 bins of LRM. That's Artemis. What do we got for LRM clan? We got fast cam. Two bins LRM clan. Walking through armor powder keg. Ah, that's how we got the reactive plating on. Immune to through armor crits. Yeah. That's where that comes in. Heat's also going to be an issue. What do we got? We got 70 heat. That's fine. That's a kit. We got 5 protos. Would that be... Ooh. I'm guessing we said AR-12, ATM-12. Have fun off to work. Tassoth, take care, man. Thank you very much for swinging on by. I do appreciate it. Have fun at work. Thermal exchanger always run cool. Good suggestion. I know we have a heat bank. We do have a thermal exchanger. We do have potato salad. Look at that. That leaves us at 23. Engine heat sinks. What do we got for engine heat sinks? We can only fit 2. We could put the Doom kit on. I know the Doom kit was something we were keeping for the Supernova. And on that suggestion of AMS as well. We don't have any laser, but we do have Mark II. Get a Mark II. That's going to require some ammo. Double XL too big? Potentially. So, yeah, what we have on hand is the Proto Kit, the Doom Kit, which again is a type of Proto Kit, and the heatsink doubles. Not clan, just straight doubles. Issue coming up on heatsinks. That brings us up to 10. Delta, still. Doom Kit does not allow internals. That's good to know. I didn't notice that. I'd save the Doom for something that needs the move speed. Probably not a bad idea. Air 12 sensor with the AMS Mark II. Yeah, no. As soon as we put a beacon or anything into here, it just takes the space up. Yeah, unless you have the half-size life support like you suggested. What are we looking at here? Think, Soul, think. So you don't have quite enough ammo. He said there's a suggestion for smoke just to have utility, which is probably not a bad idea. So technically speaking, there's 10 Alpha Strikes in the mortars. Cooling kits. Stick with the protos. Do our internals. That leaves us at 9 Delta. So I could add 2 protos. And that'll get us ice cold. Dead 0 Delta. And that's all of our tonnage. Now, if we had composite, which we don't, we could squeeze some more tonnage out. And here's where the issue comes in on what we're looking at here. Because we're, yeah, Paul, you're probably not wrong on this one. I know there's a suggestion for the AMS. And yeah, they're probably going to focus the crap out of this thing. Because they focus the crap out of the mortar carrier every time we bring it on the field. So I'm willing to bet the Mad Cat Moonwalker here is going to be the exact same. The issue, the big issue, is that we need room. Still leaves us with 1 ton, though. Yeah, Paul, you're right. No tonnage for ammo. And agreed. AMS for air 12. All right. Glad we're all in agreement here. What else could we do? What else could we do? Let's have a look at FCS. We do have ballistic accuracy. Now we don't have to worry about recoil. Any gyro? I think we do. We have... Could fit an XL on here if we wanted. But that takes all of our rooms, so it's no point. Gyro stability plus. No defensive gyros, unfortunately. Arc and Frost. Guided bins of ammo are 1.5 shots per alpha. Is my math off? Because mortar 8 should be 8 shots per, right? And mortar 4 is a 4 shots. So 8, 16, 32, 36, and 40. And the guided are 40 for each bin. So it should be good. I'm seeing a bunch of comments for Predator FCS instead of the ballistic accuracy. Where is our Predators? Am I out of Predators? Yes. Never mind, thought they were 68. No worries, no worries. No worries at all. As a side note, we are actually out of FCS Predators. What the hell? Needed for night vision. Good suggestion. Okay, so there are some things we can do better on this machine already then. Dump a jet. Well, this thing's out for like a month here. It's not like something we can do right now and then immediately expedite things. But not only do we have to wait a month, this is going to cost 7.4 million C-bills here. This is not a cheap project. But there are things we can do better. So, for one, a defensive gyro, I'm going to agree 100% on that one. Having a defensive gyro was going to cost or be more useful than gyro stability. Mouse over improved clan. So this one right here. So this one does give you night vision. Doesn't give you the accuracy bonuses of a Predator though. So yes, the FCS improved would give night vision. The FCS improved clan gives you a little bit better call shot modifier, as well as that +1 to gunnery and your night vision. The FCS Predator gives you a bunch of accuracy bonuses, as well as your night vision. All in all, it's a better FCS. We could run the improved C. Torso mounted cockpit. It does give the space. That's true, it does. We don't have a torso. I thought we did. Or do we look at it twice and say, ew, no, that's icky. Got cooties, and we never took it. We must not have never took it. Well. I guess that's not happening. You got kind of a catch-22 here, because the FCS ballistic gives you the +2 accuracy of ballistic weapons, which the mortars are. Armored Cowl might help. The OP4 hates mortars. Armored Cowl is nice for somebody who wants to get in Brawl. And I keep saying that. While we do have our mechs fitted for knife fighting. And then never use the Armored Cowl. How about a Clan XL engine with XL gyro? That's... gyro. Leaves us 0.625 over. And saves us about 700,000 C-bills. But we'd have to shave armor. So... not ideal. But then again, too, she's not exactly running very far. Patchwork, good idea. Unfortunately, that's all I got for patchwork. Oh, a little more. Can I add structure? Ooh. There. No. We are one spot too full. Now, the structure I would like to add would be composite. So that way it doesn't take up any slots. And allows us to add a few more things to this if we really wanted to. So that would be where we'd be able to add, like, say, the AMS with a bit of ammo, and maybe one more prototype double heat sink to offset the additional heat. We don't have it yet, unfortunately. Take out the patchwork, then endo. That's not going to be beneficial, but we could try it. I'll show you. Because now we have 4 tons we can use. And only 1 slot. So it's not exactly going to be beneficial that way. And we have all the ammo we need right now for the weapon systems we have. What we need? Cockpits. Bigger core for extra cooling. So, okay, so first things first, when it comes down to that, I've seen a lot of people suggest that adding a larger core for internal heat sinks. The internal heat sinks are not free. They still cost weight. So if we were to add a bigger core, unfortunately, the other core we have is a 400. But just for example, swap the 300 for 400. Yeah, we can install 6 internal heat sinks. We go back and we do our internals. Right now we're 13.3 tons over. Now we're 17. So, unfortunately, that it's nice when you have the tonnage, but not the space. That's when the internal heat sinks are really good. Or if you have emergency heat sinks. Because they do count as a heat sink, but they also kick in when you go over your heat, and they help cycle down everything. You need a 325. 300 is actually not bad. We're not going to be sprinting or running anywhere with this thing. So it does kind of balance itself out. We still have a 3 and 5 movement, so it's not bad for overall movement for a 90 tonner. We can still get to where it needs to go at some point. It's not the fastest thing out there, but still moves. And with it being kind of an indirect monster anyways, it doesn't really need to go very far. It just needs to just move around, generate evasion so it doesn't get tagged all the time, right? But that's just a thought. Any ferro lamellar? No. That's why we've had the reactive plating on. We don't have any ferro lamellar, so the reactive plating with its through armor crit immunity is kind of sitting in place of the ferro, just to offset everything. If we had ferro, I think ferro weighs a little bit more. Like the ferro lamellar weighs a little bit more, so it might offset that. We'd have to pull the Excel. Stability is replacement for defensive gyro. Get our internal heat sinks back in here. Zero delta. Well, hold on a second. What did we change here? All right, we swapped that out. We got a stability gyro. We have our heat sinks. 420 damage is giggity. 2 protos. 2 protos would be not bad. We have the AR-12 already. That actually leaves us at minus 14 delta. So really good cooling. Really good cooling. Beauty part of the protos. Minus 4 heat per turn, but it also takes off 2% heat generated by all weapons fire. So perfect. Our 1 more bin of ammo and 1 proto. That's always a possibility too, because we don't really have well, we got Inferno, we got Smoke, we got Airburst, and we got Guided. I'm gonna be really upset if we have more. We probably have more Guided on the mortar carrier that we haven't stripped off yet. Oh, right, that's what the endo on. Yeah. Protos on one side, ammo plus case 2C on the other. Is case 2C 0.5 ton or is it 1 ton? 0.5. Acid ammo would be nice. Yeah, that'd be a nice utility to have. Oops. And I lost that bin of ammo. Never use case, just don't get hit. That's not a bad little piece of advice, but sometimes... sometimes it don't go that way. Yes, we would need clan armor for... Well, there is regular case 2, but that weighs a solid ton. So I could pull a heatsink off, install regular case 2, it's always a good discussion whenever someone brings up case. That's always a good discussion. What do you need case for? That's wasted tonnage. Oh my god. You can put so many things in there. You got so much room for activities. Case is kind of nice. Like say, for example, with this setup, even with reactive plating, if we were to have the armor fail and one of the bins go nuclear, it would not outright destroy the machine. Pilot support, that's a good suggestion. So what's indirect? Tactics, isn't it? But we don't have tactics B or gunnery. Could put a rangefinder on. Unalive the meat, save the metal. Your pilot may survive if ammo go boom. Maybe. Maybe. I can put an SLDF cockpit in here for another boost of tactics. I do like a good stack pull, but only when it happens to somebody else. Whoever pilots this should get a hazard bonus? Potentially. Well, here's the kicker to what I'm actually thinking about doing. We'll give it the SLDF cockpit, just for the increased tactics. I am going to pull the case. And I'm going to put a slave unit on it. Just so that way we could take part in the network. Just so it gets a sense. What does the master give? Do I have a master in spare? Probably not. Nope. Now to finish off the weight, either armored hip or shoulders. I got reinforced legs, but that's 1.8 tons a pop. Do you have a mech running master? We actually have two. We have a Marauder 2 command mech and a Zeus running masters. Master gives Dobby a stick. Oh. Dobby is free now. Oh, whoop some ass. Yeah. So, yeah, the reinforced legs, super heavy. Like, if you wanted, God, what are these things? Oh, they take up the whole bloody thing. Okay. So you can't even actually pair them with talons. Can't even pair them with talons. Damn. That's so bloody heavy. Again, good, because they have built-in case. So that way the ammo you have in the legs don't travel up and completely nuke the machine. But I'm thinking armored hip is 0.45. No, it might be, but we don't have one. That's a shame. So, 420 damage, medium range. Long range, what are we looking at? 420 as well. 465 melee if you want to come in and catch these feet. Shoulders. Well, the only thing we got for shoulders is going to be weight intensive. We can't do the lowers. Can't do the heat mounts. Well, the only thing we can do is the uppers. The warning up top is just to repair. So this actually stays with it until we go ahead and do our initial build, because this thing was completely busted when we pulled it out of when we assembled it. Spiked. It's 0.9, not worth it. Toss an actuator mod when you get one. I don't actually have any actuator mods, do I? Huh. Never thought of that. 2 missions for 1 mech. Pretty much, yep. And it's going to be over a month before we even get to see it. Far too heavy, yeah. It's 0.9, it's just not worth it. Like the decreased damage, this would be good for our frontline mech, brawler mech, or knife fighting mech. Just because of the increased damage reduction. Say for example, when we square off against those bloody summoners, who love to go in real close and tickle you under the chin. To have a C3 Master with frontline mechs. So the Master itself weighs 3 tons. There's been some suggestions too about removing the Masters on the other units. What we're doing right now is we're actually looking out for any sort of Nova CWS gear out there. The reason behind that one is because the Nova is only about 1.5 tons, 1 slot item, and that's it. You fit everybody out with the Nova, they're all on the same network, they all get the same bonuses, it's great. And the C3 system is bulky. Bulky. We need to tweak later, can swap out the LRM 20 for a 15. We could, yep. It's always a possibility. So, yeah. That looks like an indirect mortar build. And there's going to be people in chat like, finally, he's done it. He's finally built a motor build. all I'm going to say is that if it completely shits the bed, it's on you guys, not me. Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm good. I'm happy you guys are happy. So, with one click of the button, that 9 mil is going to drop down to 3. We can still afford the monthly payment. Whew, here we go, ladies and gents.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
There. Hire a new guy. We already got a new guy. We do have a new guy. But we are going to have to go ahead and balance out the books because we got 2 days left. Two days left, and we're about 800. Yeah, about 800 shy. So what do we got? We got a Rifleman 2-part. We're going to keep that. Ultra 20 on a Jag. Not a bad idea. Maybe we might want to keep that cell, the Seth, just in case. Go to the fulcrum. Just prepare a slot in the memorial hall for when this goes boom. Oh yeah, I know, like, you can start taking bets now. Like, what are the chances this thing gets swarmed by battle armor and completely destroyed? Oh, man. Wouldn't that just be my luck, eh? That's how that one goes. Oh, well. Oh, well. There we go, though. We did manage to actually build something. We'll forever live behind it. The hardest of cover this thing will hide behind. All the time, every day, all the time. Exactly. It lives in cover. Oh, I want to get a mech to run 2 rack 20Ps? Dude. Let's be completely real. Let's be completely real. So do I. That's 1,000 damage. 1,000 damage. Twin rack Ps, rack 20 Ps. 1,000 damage. That's disgusting. No machine should have that power. But it'd be nice. Oh, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, would you believe it has actually been 2 hours already? What a stream. Everything has gone, well, I'm not going to say everything went well. There was a whole lot of ID 10T errors going on there at the very beginning. I'll 100% take the blame for that one. But not too bad, not too bad. Unfortunately, though, I do have other things that I must take care of today. Most notably, my dear mother's birthday is today, so I must take care of that. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed your time here on the stream. More. There is plans. We're going to try and make this a regular Saturday thing. I know when I talked about it at the very beginning, I talked about how work and university and everything like that was kind of a big thing. With January coming up, I'm still going to be in school, but those are going to be isolated courses, so there's not really much for homework or projects that need to be done outside of course. So Saturdays are still going to be free. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and actually maintain a schedule where we do this every Saturday. Thank you very much. I will let her know that everybody said happy birthday. Thank you. So yeah, no, I think we're gonna try and make this a regular thing. So hopefully we get to enjoy Solaris and Shop Saturdays, and who knows, maybe there'll be other games going on Saturday too. But I'll keep everybody informed of what the plan is and what we're doing. I think Sunday's video, while we can't exactly move. It's a little pricey to move, so I think it might be a Solaris Sunday as well. But we'll figure that out as the time progresses. So in the meantime, everybody, thank you very much for the birthday wishes. I will pass the word along. Thank you very much for coming out and sitting down and enjoying the stream. I know we didn't really play too many matches. It was more of a BS and shop, which is kind of what we kind of wanted to do. So thank you very much for coming out. I hope you all enjoyed it. I guess not much else to say except for take care, stay safe, happy New Year's, and I will see everybody live in the new year next Saturday at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. All right, everybody, I'm hitting the button. Take it easy. Love y'all. 21 people, you get out of here. That is amazing. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. But I hope you had a good time. And again, same time next week is when we're going to be here, 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Take care, all.